find it difficult to stay motivated while you're on your intuitive eating journey? That's the topic of today's Diet Free Zone show. Hi, I'm Bonnie Giller, registered dietitian nutritionist and certified intuitive eating counselor. Today we're going to talk about how you can stay motivated with intuitive eating. Because let's face it, if you've been dieting for years and decades, then changing your mindset around food and eating and body and moving forward on the intuitive eating journey sometimes gets rough, if we really want to be honest about it. So how do you stay motivated? I'm going to share with you 5 ways that's going to help you continue and push through your intuitive eating journey. Ready? Number 1, get angry at diet culture. Over and over and over again, as you are starting to get a little bit, I don't know about this journey, it's so difficult, stop, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of all the damage that dieting has caused you. And just get angry at diet culture. Maybe you need to scream out loud on the top of your lungs anything that you want to say and scream at diet culture. Maybe you need to get a punching bag and gloves and just punch it out. Get rid of the anger, but not at yourself. The anger at diet culture. Continue to get angry at them because you realize that diets never worked and they never will. Number 2, stop being wishy-washy. And if you recognize that you're on the fence around intuitive eating, stop and explore the reasons why. Now, it's very, very common to be sitting on the fence around this intuitive eating journey. We're going to talk about that in another video. Because let's face it, this is new. This is so new to you. It's not unlike anything you've heard of before. So maybe you're going to try it. Maybe you're not. Well, I'll tell you. If you go into this journey thinking, I'll try it, that's your diet mindset speaking. So make a commitment and stop being wishy-washy. Jump over the fence and fully commit to intuitive eating. Number 3, visualization. Let's stop for a moment, visualize, and paint a picture of a very clear image of what you will gain by continuing to stay course, continuing to move forward on your intuitive eating journey. What will life look like when you're not battling food, when you're not dieting and dieting and dieting on and off and bashing and judging yourself? Visualization can absolutely help you stay motivated because you're going to see when you are free of the chains of dieting, all the opportunities and the possibilities for you in living a full life. Number 4, let's take a moment to acknowledge that it's not an easy journey. So yeah, you may say, well, that's not really so helpful. If I want to try to stay motivated on this journey, you're telling me it's just acknowledge that it's not easy? Yeah, I think it's so important for you to have realistic expectations. If your expectations are not realistic, you will continuously get disappointed. So be realistic in your expectations of what the intuitive eating journey looks like and what the food freedom will look like for you. Remember, there will be obstacles that come in your path. I actually think that those are very favorable. I like when my clients have obstacles on their intuitive eating path. Why? Because we learn from those obstacles and they're an opportunity to grow, not to be defeated by them. Number 5, remind yourself of your wins. Please, I know sometimes this is going to get really tough for you. And you may wake up one morning and you may say, forget it. I've not made any progress in intuitive eating. Or you may make, quote unquote, a mistake of which you're berating yourself and you're saying, forget it. All this hard work I've put into it, for what? Stop, breathe, and remind yourself and really try to identify some of the wins that you have had, the progress that you have made, because I know you have. When I start with a session with a client, and we always start with wins and celebrations, If they say, well, there's nothing this week, no wins this week, I go, well, let's talk for just a moment. And within the first 60 seconds of the conversation, they are identifying a win, a positive experience. You do that to yourself as well. The moment you feel not motivated, the moment you feel like throwing in that towel, stop, pause, and try to identify something positive, some win. It's so important. All right, I've got 2 bonus pro tips for you. Pro tip number 1, write down 1 to 3 things each day that show you are making progress. This is so important. I call it a success journal. You can call it a progress journal. It doesn't really matter what you call it. Don't have to call it anything. The point is, if you could think and reflect every day, 1, 2, 3 things, doesn't matter how many, the progress that you've made, this is going to help motivate you. Pro tip number 2, seek support. Join my free Facebook group of women who are working together to create a healthy relationship with food in their body. All you need to do is head on over to intuitiveeatinggroup.com. That'll take you straight to my private Facebook group that is free to join. Please be sure to answer some admission questions, and I will be happy to admit you into the group. We have weekly trainings, and we have just general posts and comments and questions. It's really a supportive environment, so do join us there. And if you want to dig deeper, be sure to check out my course, intuitiveeatingbasics.com. That will give you the basics of starting your intuitive eating journey, or help you over some of the bumps that you may be on if you really haven't had any formal training, and if you've been just trying to do this little by little on your own. A little bit of help, a little bit of support will take you a long way. All right, tell me below this video what motivates you to keep going on your intuitive eating journey, and I will see you in the next video.